Why is there always such a delay there? Like, it didn't used to do that, but now it's like every time. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wardcast. Every Saturday, we're here with you live at 4 p.m. Central to talk about the important things: video game news, machinima, survival horror, and just games in general. I'm your
Oh.
host. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Giaz Rich,
It's me.
Alec Funnel,
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Sorry, I left the microphone on silent. Continuing Wardcast mission now.
You idiot!
and Carmen De La Cruz. I think there's an hour difference, so I might have fucked that up. It's 4 p.m. I think it's 5 p.m. Central. I'll get it together one of these days. We'll see.
It's something PM.
Times something p.m. something o'clock. I don't know times.
Something PM time.
Yeah, figure it out. We're on the internet. Find us. This week will be a newsless week. Not for a lack of news, but sort of the opposite. There's so much news between this week and last week, which we missed. Then, like 2 weeks ago, we had like one news story for the same reason because there's just so much going on. So like, I got very backed up and overwhelmed with the news. So like, and I'm trying to like do multiple things simultaneously. So like nothing's getting done. So yeah, I just kind of overwhelmed myself, and I figured, you know what, fuck it. This week we're just not going to do news, and then next week we'll backload it onto next week, and we'll just have like a full news episode or whatever. I mean, this week was kind of going to be that, but it'll just be even more so next week. It'll be 3 weeks worth of news in one video. It'll be crazy. Just wait. It'll be wild. If you like news, good. If not, I'm sorry, because there's going to be a lot of it.
Just wait, Henry Higgins.
Who's Henry Higgins?
What?
What?
Nobody.
What? Wow. Wow. So yeah, Sprite, sponsored by Sprite,
Zero.
and also Dr. Pepper as well. But yeah, so since there's no news this week, we'll be extending the Machinima showcase to 2 videos. Jazz has her segment.
Plus,
I have a new talk about video games segment, and then we have game time with Reverse and Remember, and fucking Who Are Ya? Then nobody asked us to close it out. So yeah, we'll see how long this episode is. You know,
so yeah.
it could be short, could be normal, could be long. You never know with this shit. Like sometimes I'll be sure as shit that it's going to be like a super short episode, and it turns into like an hour and 45 minutes. So we'll see what happens. But before all that, it's time to catch up with what's been going on in the past couple of weeks. Jazz, how were your weeks?
Hi,
Hi, Dis.
Week. I think we're okay. I mean, like, weeks have been like up and down, so it's hard to remember which ones were good or not. Also, memory plays into that. I've just mostly been like wasting money shopping on stuff, or wasting money on shopping for stuff, buying a lot of games, pre-ordering a lot of stuff. I was at work Tuesday morning, and the pre-orders for Tomb Raider were coming out at noon in our time zone. So I had my like phone propped up like in front of me with the countdown that was on limited run. They had like a countdown until the pre-order started, and I just had it there. And I was like waiting and waiting and waiting. And then like when it went to 0, I was like, I'm ordering. So I pre-ordered Tomb Raider. And then we played Atari. Like I brought my Atari classic thingy to the office. So yeah, the government office, and we're playing the Atari. It was great.
It's funny because like you just did that with limited run because you were excited. Like, you know, the copies would have been there if you wanted it. You didn't have to wait for it. But like what's funny about that is that used to be how it was if you wanted a game from limited run, because they would only have like, you know, 1,200 copies or whatever. They would literally sell out in a matter of a couple of minutes. So like if you wanted a game back in the day, you literally had to be watching that clock and counting down and refreshing so that you could add it into your cart and buy it immediately, or you wouldn't even be able to buy a limited run game.
Yeah, and now like I see what they do is that it's in like pre-production, so they make it according to how many people order it. So it's like I just wanted to like I wanted to do it day one because I was excited, but also because I didn't want to forget and then be like, oh shit, I missed it. And like the collection is gonna come in like one of these, right? And I was looking at it and I was pissed off because the Switch one is gonna have like the logo here, like this one, and the PS5 has like Lara's face, like a Tomb Raider logo, and I'm like, wow, people who get the Switch get so ripped off because they just get the shitty like red logo sticking up, and like the PS5 we get like a cool Tomb Raider, like we get the full Tomb Raider box. So I'm like, haha, eat shit, Switch. This one I had to get on Switch because I don't know, but I can't reach where it was.
It's a good reason.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't even know what I've just been playing the usual games, getting our ass kicked by Repo, kicking ass at Clair Obscur, not playing any other games, almost playing another game. I finally took the disc out of Clair Obscur, put in Baldur's Gate, loaded the loading screen, and then went, no, I want to play Clair Obscur, and like shut off the game and then switch back.
It's so good.
But yeah, I'm gonna talk about a game today that I had pre-ordered, and actually I don't think I pre-ordered it, but I ordered it because it came from the UK, and yeah, I need to actually play it, but I'll talk about it later. Other than that, yeah, I'm waiting on so many things that I've ordered that I don't even remember what it is. So at some point, things are going to start showing up. Been actually working on the D&D campaign some. We played some D&D, and I think that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've got the house to myself right now. Everybody's gone to a wedding. She's got her grandma's got people from BC in, so it's been very lively upstairs. So there's been noise till pretty late at night and then really early in the morning. So I'm glad it's a long weekend because like I don't have to get up early Monday. Yeah. I had a show and tell. Oh no. It's not really show and tell, but I'm gonna show it. Like it's the game that I'm gonna talk about, so I'm gonna talk about it later. Yeah. So I'll show you this pen. Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
It's the best pen I've ever seen in my life.
It's so great. You'd think that you would click to close it, but no, there's a button hidden somewhere and it can never closes. And then it wastes ink and then you get all over it.
You're getting Alec too excited. Knock it off.
Gone. It's gone. Yeah. Alec, how's your pen?
How's my pen? Well, yeah, it's not as good as your pen, trust me. But
Oh, mine's gone. I'll never find it again. It's in the. I'm trying to hide the pile with this blanket, so I don't have to look at it.
So, my weeks. We all played something we forgot to mention. Zort with Sean, Jazz, and Shella. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So I thought I'll bring it up. So it's a multi-person game. How would you guys describe it? You're just going around solving a puzzle.
It's a fucking overload.
No, you know what? You know what? Go watch the podcast 2 episodes ago, and you'll fucking know what it's about. Okay? Because I talked about it 2 episodes ago. Yeah.
All right.
But you can describe what our experience was about. You know, then you don't have to try to remember what the game's about, because I don't really know what the fucking game's about.
Is it about something?
Clones
like trying to get through a duct, and there's like,
and
what the fuck?
You think it's glitched, but then you're just going crazy, and then you go crazy because you're going crazy, and you rage quit like Shayla.
It kind of almost just makes you feel like you have a really bad connection, you know, because it's just like you're not sure if you're hearing, like if people can hear you, or if you're hearing like lag from people. It's like it's bad internet connection. The video game.
Yeah.
But I think they do that on purpose so to trick you. But
with little butts.
Wow. With little butts and
And you can
farts.
fart to trigger machines and and ghosts.
yeah. I also played and finally completed Unmetal. It's a game pretty much based on Metal Gear Solid, the original Metal Gears, I should say, and possibly even Ghost Babel. Where you play as a soldier that was falsely committed of a crime that he did not commit.
He was
Fox.
committed of a crime.
Yeah, whatever. And overall, it's a fun little game. There is some annoying parts to it, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. So that kind of got my Metal Gear juices going again. So I actually played a lot of MGS2 this week. And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to study the hard mode and try and get the platinum on MGS2 because that's the game I haven't got a platinum on previously. So I'm like, right, okay, let's give it a crack. We also played Repo. Jazz mentioned that, but I also played a demo that's available on Steam called Karma: The Dark World.
That Dark Ward. It's our
The Dark
game.
Ward. It's a psychological horror game. You play as this guy with memory loss initially. He wakes up in a strange room, finds an array of cassette tapes in a drawer. Eventually, he meets an old man who is super chill about the multiple dead bodies laying around. You go to the other side and you sample a memory of another person working for some evil company. So yeah, if you want to check it out, check out the demo like I did. It's coming out on PS4, PS5, Xbox. Not sure if it's coming out on Switch. Probably can't handle it. But I've seen that it isn't released yet, but the physical version of PS5 is coming. So yeah, I'd recommend it. And that's me saying something. So
That's weird. That's been one that's like popped up in the news a couple of times, and like I almost picked it to talk about it, but like I don't know how I feel about it. Like it looks like it could be cool, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's not doing it for me for some reason. Something about it just isn't grabbing me, and I don't know what the fuck it is because it seems like a game that I would like, but it just I don't know. There's something about it.
perhaps you just download this demo, sure.
Yeah, I have to give it a shot and see.
Yeah. That's me. Carmen, how you been lately?
We can't hear you, and you froze for a second.
This always happens to me. Okay, lately I've been good. In the middle of a transition period, working on getting new jobs that where the boss is not a mean billy goat. But I have been playing a couple of new to me games. One is Days Gone. And I can't even remember. I thought that Jazz had uh, recommended this or mentioned it, whether good, bad, or sideways, but somehow I had in my Steam collection a game called The Last Job, which is the shitty little indie thing. Um, and I had apparently bought it impulse, and I had it in my library for forever, and I decided to pull that up. It was the most frustrating, weird bullshit, and I got absolutely nowhere, and then froze the game and had to start from the beginning. So I absolutely went nowhere. But that's the premise is basically that you're a burglar breaking into someone's home, and there's like this sort of wrong supernatural element that is going on where you have jump scares, and um, it's sort of like a puzzle aspect. And I could not get the first little puzzle that was supposed to be a combination lock. And it has no menu. or no menu that's easy to find. It's one of the F buttons, F5 or F4 or something. And that was frustrating to find because even the fucking menu button, I had to go online to look for it, like Google it, to find where the button was just to pull up the fudging menu. So that was fun. I gave up on that and I played a little bit of Days Gone, which was pretty fun. And I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but it was on the PlayStation network sort of rental thing. And
for the premium,
I have the PlayStation Plus.
so did you download that like years ago?
No, it was streaming. I think I played it. It's a streamable title.
Then you have like the premium.
I have the Plus. Maybe it's premium
If you're
plus.
streaming games, like if they have like a catalog of games that you can play, then you have premium.
Yeah. Okay. I know it was like $180 a year. Yeah. So
wait, are they streaming the new one or is it the original? Is it the remaster?
The original.
Okay. Well, they don't even have the decency to fucking let you play the new one. Wow.
I don't know, dude. Like, it's new to me, so I just kind of like discovered it. And I love it. I need to get back into it because I've decided that I just, it's the type of feel, the type of combat and feel and whatever that I absolutely love. So I'm into it. I just haven't played it enough, I feel like. But it's good. And I started to do a little bit of the original Final Fantasy on Steam. And I think since it's been a while since I've been on here, I might as well mention that at some point in time I tried genital jousting, which was awful.
I heard that game was good.
And I couldn't look away. Like, I was like, this is, you know, where you should hate something. And you're like, this is terrible. I hate every minute of it, but you're still there and complaining that you hate every minute of it, but you're still there. That's me. That's me going through like the one player, the story mode of that game.
Wait, genital jousting has a story mode? What?
It's so bad.
All right.
And I played a little bit Scars Above, and I have been playing Phasmophobia also. So that's good. That's good. And I'm almost all the way through watching all of Rick and Morty. I'm like on the 6th season, I think. So
nice.
A lot of problematic stuff there. It's funny, but it's gross and problematic, and yeah.
I forgot to say I've been watching Buffy. like
oh yeah,
binging the shit out of it.
I binged Buffy kind of recently. I gave up. I think I'm pretty sure I did not finish my binge, though. I think I'm in the middle of the 6th season with that also. And this 3rd of Angel. I need to get back to that. It's good. It's good, isn't it? It's so good.
I need to watch like the last 2 seasons, I think. But it's good.
You should do it.
It's very, very good. I'm going to be annoyed when we get to the point where what's his name isn't there anymore. I can't remember the guy that created it and did the voices. I don't remember what his name is, but he got removed from his own thing because he was accused of something. So
did the voices?
Yeah, he did the whole thing. That was his fucking show. He made everything. He wrote it.
You're talking about Rick and Morty. I thought we were on Buffy still.
No.
There's Rick Bergman and some other dude. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. And the voices are terrible in the newer seasons. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I can deal with
I
it.
haven't personally gotten there. I haven't personally gotten there, but I've seen a majillion clips. So yeah, it's not great. But yeah. Oh, Sean.
There it is. Good job.
Is your
My week. I played Zort. Apparently, I don't. I don't remember. Was that?
And no
Didn't we
memory
talk about that 3
recollection.
weeks ago, or did we play it 2 weeks ago?
We played it 2 weeks ago. Well, I talked about it on the before last podcast, and then we played like that weekend, and then
Okay.
we had no podcasts. Well, we had a
Yeah.
podcast after, and then we had no podcast not last week. So, yeah.
Okay. I don't remember us talking about us playing it, and I it could be that I didn't remember it, or it could be that we just
We didn't talk
forgot to
about
talk
it.
about it. Yeah.
No, because we didn't play it the same weekend. We played it the weekend after because we didn't all
Yeah.
have it installed.
Yeah, it's just Alec brought that up, and I'm like, oh shit, that game. But yeah, so played that. Played the usual lot of repo with you guys and Shayla, and it seems, is it just me? It seems to be getting more bullshitty as we play. Like the difficulty seems to be going up, and like more enemies are spawning, like shittier enemies, and more of them are spawning earlier. Like, what the hell? Like, you'd think it'd be like Lethal, where like, okay, you go through a cycle, you die, it resets. I mean, I guess Lethal kind of does that a little bit too, but in Repo, it seems like really aggressive. Like, I don't know if it's just based on like how many hours you've played or how many missions you've gone through or what, but it definitely seems like it's scaling the difficulty upwards. And like we're dealing with it, like we are doing better and we're lasting longer and longer despite that. But it's just something interesting that I noticed because it's just like, why?
It doesn't like us.
Maybe it could just be luck of the draw, and we just have that shitty luck. You never know. I'm not sure. But yeah, been playing lots of that. Other than that, I've been playing so much Expedition 33, which is now officially one of my favorite games like of all time. I absolutely love that game. It's so fucking good. It has no right to be that good. Like I was excited from the start, but how? How is it as good as it is? It just makes no sense to me. I was not ready. But I beat it. I got the platinum. It's so good. The music, as the kids say, slaps. It's so fucking good. Oh my god. Where are you in the story, Jazz?
I'm at the monolith.
That doesn't help.
Like
Have,
I just went to the monolith.
Then you were not at the monolith.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there, like the music at the back end of the game, like the music is good just all the way around, like it's always good, but towards the end, like there's a couple of tracks that are just like so fucking amazing. It's yeah, it's just so good. Why are you reacting like that?
Because the music's good, but it started getting repetitive, and so
Oh no, you turned it off? No.
I started playing my playlists because they were more
Oh man.
fitting to it.
I mean, to be fair, like when I'm like traveling around the world and I'm grinding and doing like side content, I lower the volume and I'll like play YouTube or whatever in the background. It's like that's normal. But like don't turn off the soundtrack. You'll miss really good stuff. Don't do it.
Let's hit one up for Shayla. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da. That's Shayla's favorite song, by the way.
But
She
yeah,
doesn't
it's
know
just
the name of it, but yeah.
and it's like the timing of some of the music too, because it's like this moment is happening and this song kicks in and it's just like holy shit, it's so good. Like
I
games
like the
don't
very
usually do that.
French music when the mime is
Yeah.
slapping you
Yeah.
to give you free baguettes.
Yeah, it definitely has a very unique French character too, which is really cool. And could have been annoying, but is very much not.
Oh,
Uh, I almost got everybody to level 99. Everyone's 99 except for, I think, Lune is
Jesus.
98 and Sayel is 97, I think.
CL.
Excuse me.
CL.
I think I learned every Picto in the game. Like I found them all and learned them all. Like that's how dedicated I was. I wanted everything. And that's a big ordeal because you have to win 5 battles per Picto to learn it. So yeah, I just like had one person that was kind of like the mule that would like equip all the different Pictos and learn them and just kind of cycle through all the different things, which was actually kind of cool too because I got to kind of learn them a little bit more like hands-on, which was interesting. And yeah, did all the side content. Like I said, I got the platinum, and holy shit, are you gonna go through and do everything? Or are you just gonna kind of go through the story?
I'm going through and doing as much as I can.
I'm just curious because you're on hard, and there's a optional boss that's it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's real rough. Even at level 99.
I didn't even want to know how many levels there were. I don't want to know nothing.
But yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's been playing a lot of that. And what else? Oh yeah, probably gonna go through the new game plus and just do some capturing for the music video that I talked about, and maybe a machinima thing. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I still have a clip ready for a short machinima since the start. It's so stupid.
But yeah, if it doesn't get game of the year, I'm gonna riot. And that was kind of it for that. Worked on some content a little bit. Obviously, been working on the news. Yeah, that's kind of it. That was my week, which means it's time for some segments.
Time for jazz. Man.
I was gonna say nose.
Oh, it's me again.
Yes.
To reopen my note. Hang on.
Did they say jazz meth?
No, it's
No.
Jazz Sega.
Like, oh, segment. I was thinking like drugs.
Okay.
Never mind.
This is the game I want to talk about. It's called Shame Legacy. I know I've never played it. And I didn't know what it was about when I bought it. It just looked really cool. Because when I look at games, I judge them by the cover and the back cover. But then I was going to go into it blind, as I do with like horror games most of the time. But I figured if I was going to talk about it on the podcast, I might as well look into it a little bit to know what I'm talking about, which is pretty much fair to you guys. It's a first-person survival horror game. So, we've never played those before. It's set in a forsaken cultist village. Yeah, that's right. I said village. Fight me. The haunting, the narrative is apparently a haunting narrative, and it takes you in the 1800s or the late 1800s. You wake up suffering from amnesia near a village, and you're clueless of your whereabouts, so you don't know you're in a village. So what's worse than being in a village is not knowing that you're in a village. As you move forward, you discover that the whole village has gone mad, and it seems like everyone is hunting you in a village. Basically, it makes me think a lot of RE4 when you're in the village with the villagers. That Resident Evil game that takes place in a village, Sean? Your favorite one? Resident Evil 4. You have to try to use stealth to escape the mechanics, and solve puzzles to discover your connection to everything. Get to the bottom of the manhunt while you're moving quietly to avoid contact. The villagers are everywhere. They're looking for you, and they're really quick if they see or hear you. Your mental ability is very useful in solving puzzles, so don't be dumb. You got to solve some puzzles. You have a staff, and it serves as a defensive weapon to repel villagers who attack you. If you get caught, don't panic. You can outrun them, and you can outrun them. And if you get hurt, there are means of healing and stress relief in the world. So typical survival horror game.
Drugs.
So it pretty much just seems or feels like like I said, it gives a lot of vibes of like Resident Evil 4, except like without zombies and well, I don't know about monsters, but because I mean this thing that's like sticking out looks like kind of a hell monster. There are like things you're being hunted. It's like your family legacy or something. But you don't know. Like you have amnesia, so you have to try to figure out like why is this connected to you, and you have to not get dead while trying to figure it out. A little bit about the game itself. Well, not like the game itself, because I haven't played it yet. I have it here because I ordered it. Yeah, my sticker's red. It was developed by Destructive Creations, the same team that made Ancestors Legacy, if anyone's heard or played that. And they published Daymare 1998, so it's not a company that we've never heard of. They have several other lesser-known titles. The game was released in May of 2023. It is available for PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, and PS5. The digital game is only about $15 on Steam or in the PSN store or whatever the hell the Xbox equivalent is. The physical copy is a little higher. It's about $45 Canadian. So I think it's around $30 US and about 18 pounds. Not in weight because it's very light, but 18 pounds in money wise. So yeah, the physical copy is kind of way more expensive. However, if you want to be cheap and get the digital one, because like that's how it should be. You're paying physical, you pay for more. You get a digital, you shouldn't be paying the same thing, right, Sean? Right? Yeah.
It's funny that like we've kind of hit that point where like, you know, we've talked about in the past, like a long time ago, like, you know, if you want to like push digital and keep physical around, you know, a good trade-off would be to like sell digital, you know, cheaper than physical, and like that'd be kind of a compromise to do both. And like they've kind of done that, and they've inflated the prices pretty substantially, but like nobody really acknowledges or talks about it because like we're so just thankful to get physical versions at this point that we're just like, yeah. But it is actually pretty ridiculous because a lot of like the games were like shocked, like, oh my god, this got a physical edition. Like a lot of times we're talking about like a $5 or $10 game that we're having to pay like $40 or $50 for physical, which like, yeah, is kind of like the normal cost for a typical physical game. But in comparison, like we're not really acknowledging the fact that that's a pretty big discrepancy between digital and physical. We're just happy to have the physical. And I mean, I'm one of them. Like I would rather have the physical available at a premium price than not have it. But it's weird that they kind of just snuck that in there, like kind of low key, where nobody really noticed what's going on there, because it is a thing.
But at least with this one, like there's quite a discrepancy in the price. But with the physical, which is the only way to apparently get it, is in this what they call the cult edition. I said cult with an L. And you get what you see on the screen here. So you get, it's not a special case. What they call a special case is just a really neat slipcover. Ooh, neat. And obviously you get the physical game. And inside you get this cool metallic effect postcard. So it's got like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got like this metallic effect. And it's really cool. I'm assuming this is a guy from the game at some point. Also, you get the satisfaction of not being a digital butthole. So that's included in the price too. Yeah. And
what is a digital butthole?
Disc. It's somebody who buys digital games and says that they're better than physical games.
I almost felt attacked there.
So I'm confused about the rating. Is it 16 or 18? I don't know. And what is
17?
Us?
Split the difference.
What is
That's
us?
weird.
It's because it's a German copy.
But do you think they put that sticker over the original rating though? Like what the fuck?
No, it's not a sticker. It's actually part of it.
Oh, weird.
It's a German copy. Like the back is written all in German.
I know what it is. It's dog years.
It says, "Sie kommen, Sie
But
kommen."
what's weird though, doesn't Germany use the PEGI rating? I thought.
Did they like Peggy?
Huh.
But I mean, like, Alec and Lee sent me this like German.
And why is it not on the
DVD.
picture? Like in your picture there, it shows it and it's not like that. What the fuck?
Because
False advertising.
The picture is not the German cover. This is the German cover. I got a German copy.
Oh, I thought
guess
that was the
that's-
only way to get it.
This is what they had. I got it on PNP. I
I
had
just
it.
read logos from Germany to have on that box, so you know.
I don't know, but this one did come from Germany. But like, you know me, I like to have like some German stuff. I find it really cool. Like the Tomb Raider movie that you guys sent me with the German Tomb Raider for some reason. It's on my shelf. So I do have the trailer that we could watch. So you can see. Oh, and also the town or the village is called Wakefield, and there's this like little like village that we drive through to go to the cottage. It's called Wakefield. My cousin lives there. And I'm like, ooh. So I'm gonna tell her about this. So she gets scared.
Do eat.
Strong sexual language.
This place feels familiar. I've been here before. What kind of nightmare is this?
Is that the sexual language here?
Where are you, William? You broke your road to the cult! This place is starting to freak me out.
You can hide.
Wait! Don't!
Yeah, so Resident Evil 4, the village parts.
That's what it should be called. The village
Yeah.
parts.
That was not nearly enough of a preview.
That was just the release
need a
trailer.
preview.
There's a gameplay trailer. But I didn't wanna it was a little bit longer and I didn't want to like watch all the gameplay because I'm gonna play it. But yeah. Shame Legacy. Shame.
Yeah, it looks cool. I kind of want to see a little bit more just because like I couldn't really tell, like you know how I feel about like games that don't have a lot of combat in them. Like I don't mind them, but I prefer to have some combat if possible. So if that does have that, it would make it a little bit more interesting to me. But either way, it does look cool. I'd like to check it out. What do you guys think?
More.
Yeah.
I mean,
At least
it
was
looks.
£18, so I'm sure Lee will pick it up at some point, and I might play it.
Fucking Alec.
It looks cool, but there's not enough to tell me much of anything quite yet.
I think it looks cool. Alrighty.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
How do we have a little bit of extra time today?
Sure, yeah.
Because I
What's
have
up?
a little bit of update on some of the games that we talked about on this. I just like to bring up games on this segment, and then just they don't really come back, or we don't hear about them. And I had updates on some of them. Well, one of them being Among Ashes. Talked about it recently. I showed you guys a clip of a little bit that I played. the one where you're playing a video game inside the video game.
yeah.
It has did a physical copy releasing July 23rd, and you can pre-order it on VGP Games, the website that Sean brought up. It's a Canadian website. So if anybody was interested in that game and wants a physical copy, it's not like super expensive, so it's available. I think that one is also like $45 Canadian, so it's probably like around $30 US
It's
on
not
VGP.
bad.
Yeah. Well, Sean, you already have a copy pre-ordered for you, so.
Oh wow.
Another one was The Occultist. I don't know if you remember. It looks similar to Alan Wake. He's walking around with this like pendulum.
Oh
thing.
yeah, he's in like that mansion and he's like getting tossed around and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
So that game still doesn't have an actual release date, but it's now showing on Steam as being released in 2026, and they do monthly updates. So they've been adding like a journal. They've showed concept art, like from concept to what it is actually now, like the project or the final turnout. They do monthly updates. So if anyone's following that game, you can go on on the page on Steam and just see the monthly updates. And I'm not sure what the other one was, but there, yeah, I don't know. The one that I was the most interested in was the one with the snow, that the character kind of looked like Jodie. But there's nothing on that one. I think that one's a dead project, but there's just those two. Was really excited that Among Ashes it seems to be doing so well that it's getting physical.
Yeah, it's tough too with like indie games because typically there's such a small team working on it that like you might not hear anything for 2 years, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's dead. It just takes a long time to make games when you've got like two people.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like one person working on a game that looks like has crazy graphics and like this huge open world. Like sometimes they're just trying to take on too much and it just takes them forever and ever. But as long as it comes out good, who cares?
Yeah. That's all.
Cool. Nice little update. Alrighty. So next we have video games. Let's talk about that. So we've talked pretty frequently about AI and how that's gross and everything. Alec has embraced it lovingly, but that's another story. But it's here and it's becoming mainstream. Not only are we now seeing it used in like ads and YouTube videos, but it's being implemented in movies and TV and video games and pretty much everything. Several games have been called out for using AI for its artwork, like Call of Duty's been doing that shit. AI is even becoming a standard tool for developing games by creating art assets, doing upscaling and rendering, generating levels and populating them with assets. And like it's just becoming more and more like integrated into just making media in general. So it's here, it's happening, and it's going to get more and more commonplace going forward. Have you guys noticed AI content popping up in media that you consume? Have you been like able to spot it and just kind of it's like, oh God, why is it there? Kind of a thing.
Yep. And I'm wondering, hang on, if the games are suddenly going to use the AI now, shouldn't that reduce the price of the
Fuck
overall
no.
games?
Wow.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. Of course not.
But
When games go completely digital, they're not going to pass the savings on to us now that they don't have to manufacture boxes and discs and all that. They're going to just pocket that. So
Yeah.
the easier they can make it, the more profit they get.
They'll justify that as the amount of cost that it takes to get the AI license or the AI maintenance or something like that. But no, I've not noticed it yet, but I also do consume the sort of content that follows it. So I watch a lot of those videos where it's like, can you tell this is AI? Choose which one is AI and, which one is real, which video is fake. And I'm pretty decent. I don't have the most discerning eye, but I'm pretty decent at catching it. when I see it, but not so much in games yet.
And that's the thing too. It's like right now it's early enough that you can kind of like catch it because it's got like its own, like it's got
Flavor of,
characteristics.
yeah.
Yeah, like whether it's the way an audio clip is delivered or like a certain way that art looks, like it has tells where you can kind of notice it. And those tells are kind of annoying and whatnot, but it's going to get to the point where we're not going to notice that anymore, and it's just going to be how content is made, which is even more scary. But like
It's already
current
getting
right now is just like it's very bothersome. Like for me, I see it a lot in like YouTube videos where people are making like topical videos, and it's like they'll type up their script instead of reading it, they'll just have AI narrate it. And you can just tell like the way that you'll either recognize a voice that you've heard in AI before, or like the delivery is just kind of weird in certain places. And it's just like some videos where it's like, okay, well, that would have been a good video is kind of ruined by those elements to me because it just feels like, I don't know, it feels hollow in a way, or it feels like kind of lazy. It just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Where like if they had just, you know, written their script and narrated it, it would have felt more genuine and just, I don't know, it just would hold my attention a little bit better for me personally. Like, have you guys come across stuff like that? I don't know if you guys watch a lot of like,
absolutely. But I mean, like for the last 2 years, so it's not any big surprise when it comes to like script reading, uh, like the videos where you'll have somebody reading aloud, like Reddit threads or these short story type things that were also originally Reddit threads, just bullshit like that, or top 10 ways to know how ABCDEFG, those types of
well, like
things.
that's a good point there though, is like the top tens. Like it's easy to do a top 10 and so many people do top tens, but what draws people to your video and keeps them there is like your personality. It's you doing the top 10 in your voice and your mannerisms and your characteristics that make it interesting, unique content. Otherwise, it's just like a top 10 video. And if everybody does AI driven top 10 videos, they're all going to be exactly the same. I mean, there'll be some variations in how they type up the script or whatever, but like that attachment that people have to the content creator is going to be lost in stuff like that
I
specifically
mean, that's completely right. Um, yeah,
for now
yeah.
until it gets better. But so, yeah.
But
Um,
now people are making, sorry,
no,
one
you're good. Go
thing
ahead.
is that people are starting to make their AI avatars and clones of themselves and then showing how abso-fucking-lutely indistinguishable their AI clones, fully 3D rendered realized clones, are from themselves. Like for all you know, like I'm just a digital like avatared version of myself, and I'm actually, sitting on the bed, painting my toenails or something, or I don't know. I could be wearing a red shirt. I don't know. It's getting kind of wild.
Yeah, and one of my concerns too is like I feel like the landscape might change a little bit too because like YouTube and like topical videos and online coverage and stuff like that is all kind of going to places like YouTube where people use that as a source of like absorbing news. So it's like they can get away with that to a degree where it could kind of push out the people that are more interesting. It's like if all people care about, like the majority of viewers just want to come in, get their information and then get out, you don't need that quirkiness. You don't need a personality. You don't need to subscribe to this channel because you like that person and how they deliver the message or whatever. You're just there to get the information you need and get the fuck out of there. You don't want to subscribe. Like if that is the majority of people consuming the content like YouTube, then it's going to kind of skew the demand of like what kind of content is being made, and it just it kind of pushes down creators and turns things more into like information resources. You know what I mean? It just, I'm afraid that YouTube and places like that are just going to become less about like creators and fun and parodies and interesting content and all this. And it's just going to be about cold, hard facts and news. You know what I mean? Delivered by AI. And that's just, ugh.
Well, Shayla has a point, that it's important to look at each use of AI and have ethical standards for its use. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's saying have an ethical sort of standard for individual aspects of that AI, like art versus or content creation in this way versus that way versus the third way, because we don't I don't think we even want to touch on the literally very, very dark uses that are out there for AI. Um, but like deep fake type things of just bad stuff. Um, but that's all out there also. And then there's less, there's just less, I can't think of the word, less bad versions that are just for personal like growth or entertainment or things that are not mass produced or commercially used or whatever. I don't love like the AI voices necessarily, or I definitely don't love the AI art. But I, you know, dick around with it to create maybe D&D characters. And I am absolutely a user of Chat GPT where I'm paying the monthly fee for that now, but that is not putting that out there as work that I created. Just, yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be, I mean, this is old news, but it's going to be, you know, so damaging to just like everything in terms of like jobs. You know, we see all the layoffs and elimination of jobs and closures of companies in the video game industry. Like that's going to explode soon because like think of all the jobs that aren't going to be needed in voice acting, like even script writing, video generation, filming, like all these things, like the demand is going to either dwindle or completely disappear entirely, and that's fucking crazy. Yeah, so what kind of sparked this topic is a particular video that I came across on YouTube, which is an AI generated parody video about game characters buying their own video games in real life. And it made me think, you know, we're kind of right around the corner from parody videos being completely created with like AI and possibly resulting in something that's like looks like it's got a triple, like a fucking $1 million budget. You know, it's polished, it's clean, it's sleek, it's got, you know, top tier like AI voice acting and stuff, like just down the road, you know, like we're definitely not there yet, but like down the road, you know, you're gonna have all these AI tools creating even parodies. Like that's fucking crazy. Like it's even gonna come in on our neck of the woods where it's like, you know, we're just trying to make fun, you know, quirky content, and now like even AI shit is getting into making comedy and parody and stuff like that. Like what the fuck? It's insane. And maybe not now, but soon AI is probably going to be able to do it better than, you know, like we can, because we're not going to have the capabilities of AI. You know, it's like this is why you need a team of people. Like you've got voice actors that are of varying quality, and you have writers of varying quality, and people that can do graphics of varying quality, and all these things, editing, you know, whatever, directing, sound design. Like all the AIs can do all this better than most humans will ever be able to do, with some exceptions. But like on the average, you know, it's like they're going to be able to make it look like they can take an idea I have in my head and create that vision with like actors and like original sound design and a completely original score that it wrote on its own. And you know, like lighting and like all these crazy things that like I can't fucking do that.
But think of it this way, Sean, just a quick little interrupt that just as you said, an idea that you had in your head. So hopefully it might pivot into a way where you were like a conductor. You're already essentially a one man show with the machinima that you create and being like the director and what have you. But you will imagine being able to create it in your own 3D environment that was, I mean, this is a very, it could be a very slippery slope, but imagine you being able to imagine a whole 3D rendered environment that you did not have to manually create polygon by polygon, in whatever program by hand, individually making every single asset. It might be better for creators like yourself that are one man shows. The itty bitties that, not saying that you're, but the people who like to do everything themselves.
It's not that I
But you're
like
still
to do
like
everything myself. It's just kind of how it is. You
but
know what I
you
mean?
would
Like if
be,
I had a budget and I could pay people to come in and, get them to contribute high quality versions of things that I can't do. Like I would want to write. I would want to do some voice acting and I would want to direct. And then like everything else I would have a team for that can do these things probably better than I can, maybe even editing to some degree. Um but and that's part of it too, is like you kind of lose that magic. It's just like it's kind of like the whole like you can't have good without evil kind of conversation. You know what I mean? Like they both have to exist for their for that to happen. Like there's no good if there's no evil, right? There just is what is, right? So like when you translate that over to like creating content, it's like if everything can be amazing, AAA, high budget, everything is perfect and polished, and you have the best voice acting and the best soundtrack and the best direction, the best everything, then
you
nothing
lose
is
it.
the best. Everything just is. So like
Granted.
something important is going to be lost. Like even though it's like, oh, look at how awesome everything is, eventually things are going to stop being awesome because everything is just that.
I
So
mean,
it just what the fuck?
I mean that's a valid point. I'm just saying that hopefully it would pivot into such a environment that like you're writing it as a conductor or as a script writer of the entire production, or a conductor, a script writer, a coder, essentially, um, like a steward of the avatar. I mean, avatar, steward of the AI that creates your creation. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that, and there is appeal to that, but it's kind of like the whole digital video games thing. It's like you can't argue that digital video games are beneficial, they're convenient, there's great things to them, but it's damaging to the industry. In the same way, like, yeah, it's great. Like I can just sit down and utilize all these AI tools to make polished versions of everything that I can imagine in my head, but that's damaging too. It's like, okay, well, I can make whatever I want all by myself. So we don't have voice actors anymore. We don't have, we eliminate all these talented people, and again, like this kind of all feeds into each other. It's like you have aspiring voice actors who are driven to also be writers, and it's just like if you eliminate the passion and the drive to pursue those passions, like things are lost along the way. Like you lose people that could have become great writers, or in addition to voice, because like these things are all intertwined. Like I've dealt with a lot of voice actors over the course of my content creating journey, and like no one's just this or no one's just that, but it's like along their journey of like pursuing being a writer or being a voice actor. They're also doing other things. And it's like, okay, well, maybe this person was going to be a voice actor and they, along the way, they turned into a writer or they turned into a director. But like, if you're kind of putting a wall in front of those people that stops at being a voice actor, you're never going to get there. Like you're scaling back the pool in the creative process and the opportunity for people to grow into those roles. And the smaller the demand for that is, the less interest you have in it as well. So it shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. So it's just like it feels like it's just kind of eating away at itself out of convenience. You know?
Wait, one last comment though. Wait for it. What about acoustic music and artisanal bread? Right?
What?
And what I mean by that is that or plays as opposed to movies. What I'm saying is that we as humans will always crave authenticity or manual work, if only for novelty's sake and just to get in touch with something like that. Get in touch with ourselves, get in touch with the actual hands-on.
What happens with novelty though? It wears out. It doesn't last forever.
We still have acoustic music still.
And actually, I just thought of a great example of what I was talking about in terms of like, branching out and adapting like other areas of creation. Like for me, like in my machinima creating process, like because I can't make music and I have no means to make music on my end, I eventually found Rain, who together, we came up with the dual theme, which I love and a lot of people really enjoy. And had I just had tools at my disposal to generate some fucking random theme to fit my needs, that would have never existed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. But anyway, so this video that I that I saw that sparked this whole conversation, I have, so we're gonna watch this real quick just to kind of give you an idea of like what I'm talking about. Is this good? No, but it gives you an idea of like where things are going and what they could be, because like even though it's not good, there's some really solid building blocks to get somewhere that's going to eventually be insane. So yeah, so we'll take a look.
Hey everyone! Look what I just bought. You should totally buy your own game.
Bingo. I got it.
Snake, get out of there. A new mission awaits you at the shopping mall.
All right, Snake. Here's your new training exercise. Get to the top floor of the mall without being spotted by security. Mall guards patrol on a 90-second loop. Use cover, time your movement, and don't get caught near the food court.
Mission complete.
See,
Wow.
that's wild.
I love the shit out of that though, like unironically.
Like,
Or-
but just think, like, once you can like have it fully voice acted and you have more freedom of like what you can have the characters do, like the
yeah.
polish and like the detail, and it's like, why make machinima when I can just use AI to make a full-blown movie?
Do it.
Like, it's
I mean,
insane. But that's the
I'd
thing, like,
also do
I
it.
love machinima for what it is in the process of that, but like when we have AI to create something 1,000 times more polished and quote unquote better, it's just like, is there even a need for that anymore? Like, is anyone even going to watch something as like dated
Play
and limited as that? Like, just
Plays
I don't.
still exist, Sean. Plays still
It's not
exist.
really the same
It is the same.
thing.
It is.
Like, maybe if you're creating the machinima live or something, but yeah.
But did you notice? Well, I noticed how they use like different actor or model inspirations for almost every scene. Like I counted like 5 different Ashleys and like 2 different Adas and like at least 2 different snakes, and yeah.
Mhm. I mean, that's how it works right now. It's pulling data, from different faces and actors and things like that to make what you're seeing. So
Yeah.
that's why it's not consistent, but eventually it's going to be consistent, and you'll be able to have the AI record the audio that you want and have it dubbed in perfect sync, and everything's going to be consistent, and it's crazy. I mean, by that point we're probably going to be paying for it too, and it's probably not going to be cheap. So there's that as well to keep into consideration. But yeah, it's just
Well, the
it's
people who have the
concerning.
nicest toys probably are paying for it already. So
True. Yeah.
if
I mean,
that's
but I mean, like,
if that's
they're
any comfort.
eventually free options are going to be either off the board or so outdated that they're going to be completely irrelevant. So it's just a matter of getting to the point where there's enough demand and the technology is appealing enough to warrant a higher price tag. It's just like everything. It's just like Netflix. Oh, Netflix, it's only $8. What is it now? Like 25? And it's worse than it was when it launched. You know
It's
what I
$8
mean? It's
for
just,
me. I get ads.
yeah, that's just how things go. It's like, while they're working through the kinks, it's cheap and appealing and accessible. And then once they get a foothold on things, they're Nintendo. um, so yeah, just crazy. It made me think a lot of things in terms of like, for me and us and making machinima hopefully having a future, something like this is definitely a potential obstacle to that, and it's not one that I like.
Yeah, but I think you can tell if it's us doing the actual line rather than opposed to an AI version of us doing the line. Plus, we could. You're missing the thing is that once we all work together, collab on something, we all want to watch it. If it was just an AI thing, then it's like,
But that's the
don't worry about
thing.
it.
We'll want to watch it, but will there be an audience for that? because
For
you're
what?
going to be for what we make. Like, yeah, we'll be us, and there's value to that, more so to us and people we know. But like when we're trying to appeal to an audience of strangers, like you're going to be compared. Like, do I want to watch this Resident Evil 2 machinima that's all blocky and has goofy voice actors and all these things? Or do I want to watch this over here that looks like a fucking AAA multi-million dollar movie? You know what I mean? Like that's going to be more appealing to a broader audience that don't know us. It's going to be harder to get a following and maintain that.
I'll go with
Sean,
the
have you
blocky.
ever watched a play? Have you ever watched a play?
Watched what? A play?
A play.
What about it?
Have you
No,
gone to the
I have no
theater?
interest.
Oh, has anyone here gone to the theater
What
and
does
watched a
it
play?
have to do with anything?
Because people still, okay, just because like I enjoy watching plays does not mean I don't go to the movie theater also. There may still
It's
be.
not the same thing though. It's a different experience. It's like, okay, compare watching a recorded play of something that there's a film version of. What are you going to want to watch?
Hamilton.
You're going to want to watch the movie because it's better. It's higher quality.
No,
There's
wait.
bigger production value.
No. No.
Why not?
Because it is a different experience.
Yeah,
Like,
when you're there live, yeah. But if you're just watching it on TV, you're consuming a worse version of the same content if you're just watching a recorded play versus a full production
no,
piece
because
of
there's still
media.
flavor in the play versus the same. Still a different stylistic flavor of the play than there is of the movie. Of the play, everything has to be in a certain format where everything is like front facing. Even the literal blocking of how the people are standing in order to uh, talk to one another and dance around each other or whatever in a musical. The literal blocking and the literal limitation that they have in which to use the sets, the special effects, the sets, and so forth, that has its own flavor. It's like saying, "Ooh, what can we like? Let's see what they can do with this limited scope situation here."
I get what you're saying.
It's
I
still the
just
same.
I don't agree with that at all. What do you guys think?
The comparison is completely different. Like it's not the same scenario. Like I get the comparison, but it's not the same scenario. But towards what you were saying, like there could be different I'm speaking for myself, but there could be other people maybe who like they'd rather just see like the old school machinima with like there's people who can make videos with the AAA games right now and use their voices to like make videos, or there's still people who use like the older shit like Resident Hazard style, and like the jokes can be funnier because of the blockiness, and there's like a demographic or whatever that'll go for that. So it's really hard to say like just because it's fancier that like a bigger part will want to see that, because most people are sick of AI as it is. So
Yeah,
That's
I'm talking more about
that
like
supports my point.
when you stop being able to tell that it's AI, like when it gets good enough that it just seems like content.
then it's just gonna look like any other person's YouTube channel, and most people's YouTube channels that are just them doing stuff is lame. And if it's like machinima content, then we won't have to worry about that, because I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know. It always depends
I
on
mean,
preference.
you're
I hope
absolutely
you're
right.
right.
Or that's exactly how I feel.
That's
Is
just my
that
guess.
people are going to seek out this sort of authenticity, this sort of smaller scope. They're still gonna go for it. There's still gonna be people who go for it and like it.
But you have to consider too, like what generates the money also generates the attention because
Uh,
the demand is there. And what does that? high production value things, scope, scale, things over the top, things that draw people in and, grab their attention, not like more niche, more personal,
Not
kind of
always.
connected thing. I'm not saying always. I'm saying like the majority, like that's where the market is in terms of like media. Like that's why there's so many things that are, multi-million dollar investments and over the top, and like they're putting all this money into these things because it draws attention, because people are interested in that. There's money to be made because of that interest. So like a lot of people find that appealing, clearly.
Do you want to be a flash in the pan though, or do you want to be the whole ass meal?
What?
Do you want to be um, a flash in the pan, like a little droplet of water skidding across a pan of oil? Or do you want to be the
You never
whole
put
ass
water and
meal?
oil in a
I know you
pan.
shouldn't. Yeah, no. But you could use literally just a droplet to see if the oil's hot enough. But yes, you're right. Or do you want to be the whole ass meal? Do you want to be sustainable? Do you want to be long lasting? Do you want to be
Do you want to be a snowman?
the
Or an
big
ass
shit?
man.
Or do you want to be a one hit wonder? See,
What is this
I
relevant
feel
to?
like you're being.
I'm getting
I feel
hungry.
like you are seeing this fad sort of thing as a threat, not recognizing that they might just be one hit wonder bullshits. They might get a little bit of money for the short period of time, but they are not going to be, hopefully, the people whose content or the creators whose content lasts for the long term. The people who actually have good ideas and well thought out plans that are not just completely generated uh, by AI and just content. The people who take their time to make something good, hopefully, will be the ones who end up on top.
It Let me put it this way. It's like the whole idea behind like a thumbnail. Like thumbnails when you're making a YouTube video, they're so important. Why? Because they grab attention, right? So it's like if you have an AI thing and a human thing and they're making the exact same thing, same story, same characters, same script, everything's the same. And you have the person making a version that, yeah, they're a fun person and they have quirks and they're interesting in their own way, but they're very limited as to what resources they have to make this thing happen. And that's reflected in that thumbnail, right? Doesn't look polished. It's just a guy in his basement with a fake gun or whatever. Yeah, maybe that's hilarious and it has more charm because of that, but you don't know that until you watch it, right? So you have that thumbnail, and then right next to it, you have the thumbnail of the AI version, which is the same thing. And it's what we just saw. It's like it looks like super shiny 3D graphics and polish and lighting and all these same things. And it's the same concept side by side. I don't know either creator. The AI one looks cooler to me at a glance as just like a general audience member. Like that's going to draw more attention by default. It's just going to. Like maybe that applies to some of us or not, but like generally speaking, a broad audience, your everyday person that's maybe not a gamer or into that source material, like maybe it's a Resident Evil video. We're just not talking about the Resident Evil fan base. We're talking about the broader, wider audience. That shiny thumbnail with the production value is going to draw more people. Like it's just going to.
How quick are they going to click off of it once they realize it's bullshit?
That's
Or
the thing. What I'm saying is when AI is so good that it's not bullshit anymore, that's where the problem comes in. Like, it's one thing right now if it's like, okay, well, you got me to watch this, and then it's just some shitty fucking half-assed AI garbage that I have no interest in. But like, once we're beyond that and AI is making things competitively or better than your typical creator, that's going to engage people.
Okay, gotta put a pin in this one. Basically, I would just say, like everything going digital, you know, gaming wise, just let it fuck up. And then eventually it's all going to go back to where we were. Because it always goes back to where we were. So don't worry about it. It might fuck up for a little bit, but it will come back. Speaking of machinima, shall we watch some actual machinima?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're going to watch an AI machine. No, I'm just kidding.
Did Alec make it?
Oh, shit. Alrighty, so like I said before, this week we have a double. I thought this was a good opportunity to have a little variety. We have one actual machinima, and we have an animated parody to mix it up. That's made by AI. No, I'm just kidding. So first we're going to watch the machinima. It's another one from Boriello. His Resident Evil 2 Gmod parody, episode 1. Apparently this one was removed from their YouTube channel for some reason, but Alec hunted it down because he's a detective. But yeah, this one doesn't quite have the polish of the ones that we watched before, which could be the reason why he took them down, because maybe, I don't know, he just didn't think they compared to the newer ones or something. I thought it was still funny. So we're going to watch it anyways.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on.
He just leaves. Nah.
Boing.
See, shit like that stupid jump, like that's great. But like, it could stuff like that could be lost.
It's the
That's
Gmod
my
jump.
worry. Is that like a normal Gmod jump?
Yeah, this is on Gmod.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like when you jump normally?
Yeah, jump and crouch.
Oh, wow.
Technologica.
With a knife.
My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
Hang in there.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Fucking birds.
No, fucking birds.
Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris. Are you okay?
Just leaves.
Oh, man. Come on. Come on.
Leon!
Claire? It's good to see you're still among the living.
Yeah.
It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Good times.
See,
Wow.
Machinima must live on forever.
Wow.
Bring
Oh.
it back.
I forgot to do that
Norris.
first.
Yeah.
Oriello, good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. It's good shit. All right. Next, we have an animated Crash Bandicoot parody, also found by Alec. This one is called Something About Crash Bandicoot by Terminal Montage. That's this guy right here. I guess they make... Do they just do animated videos? I didn't really go through their library.
What I found, yeah, it was just animated, but
Okay.
I have to go through a bit more.
Yeah, apparently they're very popular. This video came out 4 months ago and is at 1.8 million views, so doing pretty good over there.
An evil maniac's gotta do what an evil maniac's gotta do.
Oh no, Crash, come back.
The game government and no getting the one in the sample, no give my 3D.
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
The fuck?
This place is ballin', yo. Chicken nuggets be crispy like you never seen.
The end.
Fuck.
It's good.
That nails the Crash Bandicoot experience 100%. So good.
Just tornado it back to whoever.
Alrighty. Now it is time for some games.
Okay.
Games!
It's game time.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's do the new game ish.
Who are you?
Okay, so a bit like fucking NPCs, but they're not all NPCs, so I can do a bit more. Just tell me who the characters are and where they come from.
I remember the fourth one, but I can't remember his name. Hank. Number 4 is Hank.
What game?
Detroit Become
From
Human.
Detroit, yeah. Detroit. From Detroit Become Human, yes.
It is
Who
Hank
looks
Anderson.
an awful lot like Hey Mitch. What?
It's Hank Anderson from Detroit Become Human. I went and studied the whole name.
Ooh. 5 is Mob Guy from Grand Theft Auto, but I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't know his name.
Mop guy.
On something.
Guy number 2.
Don. Yeah.
Number 3 looks like.
Is it? It's one of the Danky Kings.
I forgot his name, but
Is it-
from the third one, right? Oh, from 64.
Yep, it's Donkey Kong 64.
It's not the one from Donkey Kong Country 3.
It might be in Donkey Kong Country 3.
I don't remember his name.
Since you got the
Lee's
thing-
got it.
Is he what? Oh, damn it!
The GTA one.
Oh,
Salvatore.
good. Is his not called Louis? Is he? Because it kind of looks like. No,
That's from the Jungle Book.
Shayla says MGS2 hostage. She has a name.
Lee already said Jennifer.
Yep, Jennifer. Number 5 is Salvatore Leon from GTA 3.
Number 1's a suitcase.
What's the name of that suitcase?
Mr. Suitcase.
No.
Damn.
Stupid ass suitcase guy.
Number 3 is Lanky Kong from Donkey Kong 64.
Lanky? What the fuck?
Yep, Lanky Kong. Well done, Des. So it's just number 1.
Billy the suitcase.
Nope.
Captain Suitcase.
Packy. Nope. That would not be the name they give it. Sooty.
Any guesses as to which game?
Any guesses as to what?
Which
Paper Mario.
Close.
Really? What the fuck?
Galaxy? No.
Mario 64.
Nope.
Mario RPG.
Super.
It's a Mario
That
game.
sounds like Super.
You cut out. All I heard was super. Alright.
I got nothing.
Any final guesses? Go
The
on.
one with Mickey, Epic Mickey.
No. Going twice.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Super
Frizzles,
Epic
lady.
Mickey Bros.
The character is called Stuffwell.
Stuffwell?
Oh, fuck.
Stuffwell. From Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time.
Oh my god.
No, I have not played the game. There's a character called Stuffwell.
Great.
The more you know. Alright, reverse and remember time. That's at the first one.
Are you sure that's reverse?
Steve. I can't. Father.
So, what is that?
I think she has it.
Would it be Steve from Code Veronica?
She has it.
Hmm.
Ooh. I just remembered some other
Oh.
thing I played.
We're a little late for that.
Alright. Here's the original.
I can't! No!
Shuts his eyes.
Steve! No!
Code Veronica X. He's so stupid.
That's such a weird delivery for Claire too. Like she's about to get eaten by a zombie, and she's like,
Ah.
"No." What?
Her shoe was stuck.
Oh, cool. See, it's Resident Evil Code Veronica. Alright, what about the next one?
Oh, is it? Can I guess? Because I know this.
I don't know how many times.
It's the ghost from Super Mario World, the little ghost scene. No?
No.
Oh. It's not?
No.
The boo scene with the super...
No.
Okay, fine.
Let's do it one more time. Try not to interrupt.
That sounds
like a
really
Bowser
familiar.
If it's not Super Mario, is it Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's play the original.
I loved that game.
It was giving me Haunting starring Poltergeist vibes, but I know you don't know what the fuck that is, so I knew it wasn't going to be that.
I mean, I don't know what Zombies Ate My Neighbors are. But
You've never played it?
No, I've seen videos of it, but never played it.
It's so good. It's
Alright.
so good.
Let's do the next one. I think Jazz knows it.
I got nothing.
Carmen, any guesses? I guess not.
Tell it. Tell it.
Jazz, what is it? Diddy Kong Racing, his original.
I'm Diddy.
My name's Crunch.
I love that. My name's Crash. Yeah.
Hey, it's TikTok.
Indecisive cousins have made me hear this fucking music for so long.
I have never played that game before. I
I
think the only Super Mario Kart game that I played was the one on Super Nintendo.
That's not Super Mario Kart. It's Diddy Kong Racing.
He put it together because it's just Nintendo. All Nintendo is just Nintendo.
Maybe I didn't come through, but I said I've never played that game, and the only kart game that I played was Super Mario Kart on Super Nintendo.
Right, the next one is only 1 second long, so here we go.
What? Hello, gum? Alright, now I gotta see what hello gum spells backwards.
I have no guess for that one.
Let me pull up my notes app.
Wait, one more time?
Mm-hmm.
Is it from a game?
Yes.
Sounds like Homer.
Yes.
Well, I was trying to hear it again, but I just heard the gasp.
No, I gasped because...
It's not the Resonance parody, it's from a video game.
Sounds like Homer.
It's not IML.
Oh, is that Yoga? Is that Street Fighter?
No. Alright, let's play the original. See if you guys get it from them.
My boy.
Oh.
That does maybe almost sound like Homer.
Is it God of War?
It's God of War, but I haven't played the game, so I wouldn't recognize it.
I have played the game and I don't recognize it. It's not?
No.
Isn't it? Doesn't he call...
He calls him boy.
Oh.
I don't think he ever says my boy.
It is Legend of Zelda CDI. It is
Oh,
quite
God.
famous, like the king says to Link, my boy.
My boy.
Squirtle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
haven't
next
played
one.
that.
Who has a CDI? Had.
I mean, Mario Kart?
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Can you be a bit more Pacific?
Nah, it could be more Atlantic, though.
Play it one more time.
I'm just gonna start naming numbers.
Yeah, I feel like Double Dash based on the audio quality.
And
Mario
your
Kart
number is?
3.
Okay. Sean's got it. It's Double Dash.
I've only played like one
Bet.
Mario Kart game.
Lee got it too.
Yeah.
Those two in reverse sound no different. Alright, next one.
And no talking.
Nothing.
One more time. The voice sounds familiar, but that's about it.
Familiar to what?
I don't know.
Something we've heard before.
Not countdown vampires, Lee. Alright, let's see if we can get it from the original.
Why am I so mad? Who the heck is Len?
Oh!
Yes.
Is it Final Fantasy X2?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's Yuna talking about fucking Len. I mean, not fucking
There we
Len,
go.
but
I don't remember that from the game.
it's right after she had like one of the spear
Triple X2
experiences.
I was talking about the fucking Len.
Oh.
Alright, next one.
Here, Mr.
Sounds like Zort.
It is Zor. It's you guys playing Zor.
Oh my god.
Or is it me?
I heard your voice.
Pretty much sums up the game too.
So dumb.
How many of those do you have?
Alright, we're nearly done. What do you mean? That was just from the game. Right, we got one last one.
Oh. What?
Again?
Alright. It's a machinima, so it helps we can.
I'm
Is
a
it
part
dual?
of that and I have no
yeah.
idea what it's from.
Duel with the claw guy?
I almost feel like you're doing like a Hadoken on somebody, but
Because that's Andrew screaming. Is it the claw guy in Duel?
It is Duel. Anyone know what episode it is? Have a guess.
Oh, I don't remember the episode name.
I can almost envision it.
It's gotta be Duel.
But it is
I
that,
mean, I heard
that guy,
Leon,
that
I
scene,
heard
right?
Ada, I heard somebody like getting the shit knocked out of him. I think.
I mean, Ada's never around when that guy's around.
Well, then what the fuck?
What the hell? I have no idea what the hell that's from. Do it one more time?
Okay, let's play the original, see if you guys get it then.
Not again.
I love hugs.
That's right!
Jesus.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Here, I'll help. I think you need to hit the gym, Leon.
Yeah, says the girl that had to do nothing this whole time. In case you didn't notice, I'm a little fucking tired.
Ow! Ow! Fuck! Fuck! My arm! I can't hold around my arms, you little shit!
Get over my arms, you little shit. Okay, that was reverse remember. Yay.
Yar.
All right, we're gonna pass on Nobody Asked Us because we're coming up on 2 hours. I see. I can never gauge whether it's going to be long or short, regardless of the content. But anyways, yes, we're gonna wrap it up here. This has been episode 281. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions for access to exclusive content, or support us right here on YouTube to get special videos of Leon doing the murder. Everybody likes the murder. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Xbox, die!
What?
There you go.